Hi there, Jeff Brantley here, product manager for a long time, and would really like to come and present at the Lean Startup Conference. Thanks for the opportunity to deliver this video presentation. It's obviously I haven't shaven, I haven't done anything, so apologize for that, but hopefully you'll get the message through. The reason why I think that I have something to offer to the participants at the Lean Startup Conference really has to do with that first question asked, and that's around providing to make sure that customer feedback is included in the evaluation process of priorities or initiatives and such. And so the way that I've done that in the past, and I've been a product manager for a long time, as I mentioned before, I do have one particular pet peeve, and that is waste in the process in the form of we just need more features because we need more features, or whatever that may be. So the idea of testing and creating hypothesis and testing them, experimenting, understanding if that's really going to be the right thing for the customer or for the business model or whatever you've got going on internally, if it's an IT project, very, very important and resonates well with me. So I've adopted where I can in the situations that I am in, and I'm sure there's a lot of participants there that are like me. Most of the time we're working in companies that are not startups, but we have to adopt some lean startup methods within the workplace where we are. So what I do, I have been an aficionado, an instructor, whatever you want to think about it, but a real advocate of innovation games. Luke Homan wrote a book on that, also Sonny Brown with the game storming techniques. And essentially what that is to me, and the way I've used it for Lean Startup, is I've created, designed, and facilitated in-person games with customers or prospects for my product to understand more about the what's and the whys. And it could be anything from helping prioritize things in their workflow, helping to understand their workflow, helping to understand when they may use a particular product, helping to understand if they could build their own perfect product, what would it be? And the key to this facilitation and this situation of using games and designing them is to make sure you ask the right question, so you know if you're getting the answers you want to get, and then you create a scenario wherein you are tossing out the game or the situation and having that group interact with each other, trying to solve it or create a response to it. And so me as a facilitator, I love doing these things, and a set of observers that are also with the company, they can all see this interaction at once, taking notes throughout, and then through post-processing get a better idea of whether our hypotheses were validated or invalidated, or what kind of course correction we can make. We use this to a great extent with a new product we were developing at a former company of mine, having to do with understanding where are the specific creases in the needs that they are experiencing right now, or in their problem areas that they're experiencing right now, because it was relatively crowded, and yet a lot of the problems still existed because they weren't really addressed head on. So I would love to share the techniques that I've used and the ways that I've implemented this with the participants. I make it interactive as I possibly can. I'm a big fan of the Sharon Bowman school of teaching from the back of the room, so hopefully we can have a really good interactive training session like that, and I would certainly enjoy presenting to you folks out there. Let me know if that interests you at all. I think that oftentimes in my history or my experience, we've leaned way too much on, on very nice looking prototypes and PowerPoint slides and surveys and things like that that don't necessarily really get the interaction from the customer that you really want, because that's where you start validating the value hypothesis and potentially some of that growth hypothesis depending on the design of the game. So thanks so much again for watching this short video, and I could tell you tons more, but I will try and keep it short so you can decide whether you want to continue with me. Have a great conference regardless. So long.